We need to talk about what y'all are putting inside your bodies in the name of feminine hygiene. And I mean that literally. Before I get into it, I need you to understand something fundamental, something that should have been taught in every health class, but it wasn't. Your vagina is a self cleaning organ. It does not need your help. It does not need your intervention. It does not need whatever your cousin told you worked for her. It has a whole ecosystem, a carefully balanced pH, a specific bacterial environment that it maintains on its own. When you introduce something foreign into that environment, trying to fix it, you're not helping. You are firing the security team and leaving the door open. And TikTok has been out here selling y'all some BS. Okay, trend number one, garlic. Women are inserting garlic cloves into their vaginas for yeast infections. Garlic. And before you say that's not real, researchers from Kenya and the University of Cape Town issued a formal warning last year about this in 2025. Why? Because it had gone widespread in communities of women, just worldwide. Okay, we out here just with the garlic. This is not a fringe thing. Y'all are out here seriously wilding. Here's the problem with garlic. Besides the obvious, garlic contains a cinnamon, which does have some antimicrobial properties in the lab, in a controlled setting, on a petri dish. You're on a petri dish. Your vagina is not a petri dish. Garlic also has microscopic abrasions on the surface of it. So you're inserting something with tiny cuts into soft tissue and then you're leaving it there. You are creating entry points for the exact bacteria you're trying to get rid of. And then there's the string situation. Because some of these tutorials tell you to tie a string around it for removal. And I need everyone to picture the ER nurse's face when that comes in. Look at the camera. I have seen things. I cannot unsee them. Do not make somebody else have to unsee things. Garlic goes in pasta. Okay, trend number two. Feels more reasonable on the surface, which is exactly why it's more dangerous. Apple cider vinegar dishing, or ACV. ACV feminine washes. And I understand the logic. ACV is acidic, the vagina is acidic. So surely acidic thing plus acidic thing places equals good. No, right? Wrong. Cute math, girl, but wrong. Your vagina's pH sits between 3.8 to 4.5. Apple cider vinegar sits around 2 to 3. You're not restoring your pH. You're overshooting it and wiping out the lactobacillus. The lactobacillus is the good bacteria that is maintaining the environment in the first place. About 75% of women have tried treating BV with home remedies, okay, with things like ACV. And BV recurrence rates remain astronomically high. These two factors are not unrelated. Also, can we just talk about the sweet kitty juice I found on lemonade? Cranberry, pineapple, and apple cider vinegar that you're supposed to drink so your man will thank you later? I just want to know who is out here making their vagina marinara. I have questions, like so many questions. Your body is not a recipe. Stop marinating it. And next up is hydrogen peroxide dishing for BV. And here's why this one trips people up. Lactobacillus, the good bacteria in your vagina, naturally produces hydrogen peroxide as part of how it fights bad bacteria. So people see that and go, oh, so I'll just add more hydrogen peroxide. More is more. No. The lactobacillus produces hydrogen peroxide in tiny controlled amounts as part of a living ecosystem. When you dish with it externally, you are not replicating that process. You are flooding that ecosystem with an oxidizing agent that kills indiscriminately, meaning it kills everything. It don't matter who it kills. It's just shooting up the place. Good bacteria, bad bacteria alike. It's all gone. You are burning down the forest to kill one tree. And then you wonder why it keeps coming back. It keeps coming back because you keep evicting the only things that were protecting you. This is not natural. This is not holistic. This is chemistry. It sounds right and it ain't. Or sounds right and it isn't. Trend number 4, Vicks VapoRub. Lord help us all. And finally, this Vicks VapoRub. Someone on Facebook, TikTok told women insert Vicks VapoRub vaginally to stop bladder leaks and remove parasites. I need whoever started this trend to log off, close the laptop, go outside, touch some grass, because this is not okay. Vicks VapoRub contains camphor, eucalyptus oil, menthol, turpentine oil, turpentine. And these ingredients cause serious toxicity on soft tissue. The label says external use only. The label that they printed it on is on the front. There is zero scientific evidence this does anything except chemical burn to one of the most sensitive tissues on your body. Your vagina cannot stop bladder leaks. That is not how anatomy works. And if you have parasites, that is a doctor conversation. That is not a Vicks situation. That is a please go to the urgent care situation. I say this with love, genuine love. Do not put Vicks in your body. Okay, I need to calm down from that for a second because I want you to actually hear this. Every single one of these trends exists because women were never properly taught how their bodies work. They were handed shame and a shelf full of products and told that whatever was happening down there needed to be fixed. It needed to be cleaned, needed to smell like something it was never supposed to smell like. And that gap, that shame gap is exactly where misinformation lives. So here is what is actually true. Warm water on the vulva, not inside, on the outside, is sufficient for daily hygiene. Some of us are really sensitive. A gentle, unscented pH balanced wash works well. It works wonders. Cotton underwear, change out of the wet clothes quickly, see a provider when something feels off, not an internet physician, a real provider, a real doctor. It's not complicated. It's not expensive. It does not require garlic. I'm Kia. I've been a nurse for over 20 years. If this video helped you, share it because somebody you know is currently marinating something and they need this information urgently. Get some rest, wash your hands, and please leave the garlic for the pasta. Okay, bye.